guys, it's me, Jay Woods. So I went into the Morphe store. I saw the new Madison Beer Morphe palette, and as soon as I saw it, I thought that it looked so bridal. So I definitely wanted to do a bridal look because I know that so many people have had to cancel their weddings. So they're doing like micro weddings, or they're doing just like a civil ceremony, or even like something at home. So they might not want to do like a full glam where they pay for like a makeup artist and hair and all that, since they're gonna have usually a larger wedding later on. So yeah, I really wanted to do a tutorial just for all of my girls who are getting married at home, or who are just doing like a civil ceremony or something like that, just that you'll have, I don't know, I guess something to watch and you can do a bridal look with, or you can honestly just rock this look any day of the week because it's pretty much just like a soft glam. But yeah, if you want to see how I got to my bridal look, including how I made this ghetto veil, just keep on watching. Alright, so here is the palette. It's the classic like cardboard that Morphe uses for all their palettes. So then when you open it up, it has a mirror, which is awesome. And then here you have the colors. Unfortunately, they didn't put the colors on the palette. They put it on this little paper, which kind of annoys me. When I saw this palette, I actually saw it in the mall, Garden State Mall at the Morphe store. I immediately just thought like, this looks so bridal. And honestly, I feel like on camera, it doesn't look as beautiful as it looks in person, because I did see it on Trend Mood's Instagram and I was just like, whatever. When I saw it in person, I was like, oh my god, I love this. It looks so bridal. The first shade I'm going to use is this one right here. I did not apply a primer, so whatever you're seeing, that's the true pigmentation. I just, underneath my eyes, what do you call it? I used a concealer to cover my eyes, but I didn't use any primer or anything. And ooh, that's some nice pigmentation. Went on really nice and intense, especially because it's not like I packed it on. I just put some on a, crease brush, and to get this much pigmentation, that is pretty freaking good. So next I'm gonna go into this light purple right here, or a light mauve, or mauve, however you want to call it. And I'm just going to get a even fluffier brush. I'm just going to blend out the edges, just add a little bit of purple to it. Okay, so I feel like those shades blended out really nice. I feel like on camera, I don't know if you can really tell that it has like that purplish on it. I don't know. I feel like I'm looking in the mirror and it looks kind of different than on camera. But next we're going to go into this shade right here. Again, I really wish they put the names on the palette because that makes it so much easier. But anyway, I'm going to pick that up. And then I'm also going to put that on the crease, just closer to the actual crease line area. And now with like wedding types of looks, you really want to go for like soft looks. Just don't even pay attention to what's trendy, okay? Because you will end up looking like a drag queen in your photos, unless that's what you're going for. But I feel like most people on their wedding, they do not want to have that like drag queen look. They just want to look like naturally gorgeous, you know? I would hate if people saw my wedding photos and they're like, oh, your makeup's gorgeous. It's like, say that I'm gorgeous, not for makeup. So all these colors are going on really nice. I feel like they don't have a lot of kickback, which I know a lot of people are annoyed by that when palettes have a lot of kickback. These do not. I'm dipping my brush in and I don't see colors flying everywhere, so that is a good sign if that's something that you care about. I feel like it doesn't have that much fallout. Alright, so we got this natural smokiness going on, so I'm going to grab this shade right here. It's like it's kind of white, but it's also kind of cream shade. And okay, this one definitely has fallout for sure. I'm gonna take this brush here and I'm just gonna go under my eyebrows to clean it up. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the lid. So like I said, we're not trying to do some crazy drag makeup. We're trying to make it look more just a natural glam. So I'm going to take some concealer, but I'm not going to carve out my eye lid or anything. I'm just going to take some of the concealer. I'm going to put it on my lid. Then I like to take a damp beauty blender just to pick some of it up. I don't like having a thick layer of it on there. Okay, so now that we cleaned up our lid, I'm gonna go into this shade right here. So it looks kind of like a champagne type of color, which whenever I think of like wedding makeup, I always think of like champagnes and golds and those types of shades. I'm just gonna put it on there, pack it off my finger. Some of these colors are more like toppers, and then some of them are more like actual eyeshadows. This shade is definitely more of an eyeshadow, but I'm gonna go over one of those like topper type of shades. Ooh, this is so beautiful. Honestly, this looks gorgeous even just by itself. Oh my god, looking in the mirror, I love that shade. Let me see what it's called from this thing. It's the shade Baby. It's the perfect wedding shade. It looks so freaking gorgeous. So next I'm going to go into this one right here. This is one of those shades that's more like a topper. You can't really wear it on its own. It just wouldn't look as good. So I'm just gonna dip my pinky in it a couple times. I'm gonna press that on top. And hopefully that just like brightens it a bit. Okay, I think it made it a bit more gold. Whereas before it was more champagne-y. Okay, I think this would be good if you like that glittery eye look. But honestly, with that other shade, Baby, by itself, it already looks banging. Alright, so I'm gonna add some setting spray. Really, it's just to set the eyes, just because I feel like a lot of times with those topper type of shades, they get into your crease and I want it to stay on my lid. I'm just gonna spray my face. Oh wait. Alright, so now I'm gonna take the same crease colors I used on the top and put them on the bottom. Alright, so next I'm going to go into this shade here. I'm going to go into this shade first and then the one next to it. Basically the one next to it, it's a topper shade, so you would definitely have to put something under it. So what I'm going to do is actually spray my brush a little bit before I go into the shiny inner corner color, because I figured a lot of y'all, you're obviously going to be crying when you're getting married, and usually it wells up right in this area. So just adding some setting spray first to the brush, I feel like it'll help it last a bit longer. So now that we've done our eyes, I don't have to worry about fallout. I'm going to take this. This is the Hourglass Vanish Stick in Linen. This is a foundation, but I like to use it as a concealer. So I'm just going to put it under. It's super creamy, easy to blend out, and it looks really, really nice. I'm going to take my all-time fave, which is the Puff Puff Pass setting powder. This powder is great because it comes in a lot of different colors. So if you are doing like wedding makeup, or even if you're just going out with your friends and you want a powder that's not going to give you any flashback, this would be really good because since it has so many shades, I feel like you'll definitely find a shade where you won't get any flashback from using it. cat eye, I'm going to use the Epic Ink liner. This is actually waterproof, so it should be good for your wedding day if you're a crier, or even if you're not a crier, it'll last longer. But one thing I love about this is that it's a pen, has a brush tip. I feel like even if you're not that good at eyeliner, you should be able to do it with this. This should make it a lot easier because you can hold it like a regular pen. So I'm just going to make a line going across first. So first you could just do a line across, and then you can do a line going down. And then you connect it. And then you fill it in. That's how I learned how to do wing liner. Alright, so now I'm going to apply some black liner to my lower waterline. And the black liner would just sort of give you like more like that sexy, sultry, glamorous type of look. You can also use like a lighter eyeliner. So you can use like a cream shade like this. Do not use a white because it'll come up really harsh in your photos. But a cream, it'll just like brighten your eyes. It'll make them look whiter if that's something that's important to you. But yeah, use a cream. Don't use a white. A white will be too harsh for the photo. Alright, so to bronze, I'm going to use the Ambient Bronze Light, Luminous Bronze Light. This is great if you want a bronzer that isn't too harsh. It looks so soft. I feel like you can put so much of it on and it still wouldn't look too harsh, which is perfect for the look we're trying to achieve. I always put some on the side of my temples, even though I feel like, I don't think that my forehead is big, but sometimes it could look a little wide. Alright, so now that we're all bronzy, we're looking like a penny, I'm gonna go into the Milani Rose de Oro blush. It's one of these baked blushes. I feel like all of these look gorgeous. I'm just going to put this on the apples of my cheek. I love it because it's luminous, but it's not too much. And the higher you put it, the more it's going to lift your cheek. You never want to put blush or bronzer too low because then it's just going to bring everything down. My eyelash curler. I was supposed to say my curling wand. I'm gonna curl my lashes. And now I'm gonna take the Mad Lash by The Balm. Alright, so next I'm going to take the, what is this? Hourglass Ambient. I don't know which one this is, but it's this trio. So I'm going to just honestly mix up all the colors. And this is a finishing powder, so you put it at the end once your makeup's done. So you just sort of buff it all over your skin. And it gives you this beautiful like radiance, iridescence. I don't know how to describe it, but it definitely gives some beautiful radiance to your skin. I like literally buff it all over. Sometimes with this, when you first apply it, you can't really see it, but then when you apply your setting spray, it's sort of like, I feel like it like activates it kind of. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, so I go into the lightest color in the middle and I use that to highlight my nose. This will give you a very natural highlight, so you won't end up looking like the Tin Man. It will just look much softer. There we go. And then I also like to use it as a highlight when I'm trying to do these like natural looks, just because sometimes it can look very harsh when you use a regular highlight. I'm going to take the shade Nice and Spicy and line my lips. I'm going to take this ColourPop lipstick. I don't know what lipstick this is because the name came off the bottom, so I'm just hoping it's not super old. I'm just going to put that in the middle of my lips. Alright, so I'm just going to use this Tarte setting spray partly because I just want to finish it. It's like almost done. If you are oily, you definitely want to use a setting spray that's for oily skin, like a matte setting spray, but since it's just a video, this is fine. I'm going to take some Anastasia brow gel. This is the mini ones, and I'm just going to add that to my brows. Make sure all the hairs stay in formation. Okay, so I originally curled my hair. I curled the ends. All the curls dropped. Thanks a lot, Conair. I used like a horrible curling iron, clearly. So yeah, I'm just gonna put some hair oil in it. I'm not going to curl it again because I don't want to put double the heat in my hair. Then I'm gonna grab this little clip. This is from Pretty Little Things, I think. Yeah, from Pretty Little Things. I think it's kind of expensive. I think it's like 20 bucks or 15 or something, but since they usually have 50% off sales, I picked up 2 of them. I think I'm just going to use one on this side. Let's see. Just put that there and clip it. Okay, yeah, I think that looks pretty. Throw my hair back. Now I'm going to show you my ghetto ass veil. Michael's to buy some tulle. So I got the tulle. I put a thing in the middle to make it look like a veil, a hair tie. Then I'm just gonna put a clip in it, and then clip it to the back of my head. It is like so ratchet, but hopefully it'll work. We'll see. I think if I clip it here, maybe. Oh my god! I think that kind of works. Oh, this is so funny. The ghetto veil, yes. Okay. So here is my finished wedding inspired makeup look using the new Madison Beer palette. So I do definitely love how my look came out. I really do like this palette. The only thing that I don't like, and I feel like it isn't even just about this palette, I feel like it's in general, is I hate those like topper shades because I feel like when you put them on, they always go into the crease area. Then you have to like obsessively reapply your crease color, which I find to be super annoying. So honestly, if I were to do this like to go out to like an event or something, I probably wouldn't even use one of these topper colors. Maybe just in the inner corner I would just use the regular shadows, because this shadow, it really went on so nice and beautifully. It gives you like that nice like wet look, and you could probably even use this shade as a highlighter on your skin, and that'll probably look gorgeous as well. I do definitely like this palette, and I'm not being biased or anything, because honestly, before I bought this, I didn't even know who Madison Beer was. I feel like I always saw her picture, so I assumed that she was like a YouTuber or like, I don't know, like a TikTok girl. I didn't know that she was like a singer. It was after I bought the palette, I like Googled her and I found out who she was. But yeah, when I first purchased it, I didn't know who she was at all. I didn't buy it because it was her. I bought it because I really liked the shades in it. Which again, I feel like it looks so underwhelming on camera, but I swear in person it looks a lot prettier. So if you go to like the Morphe store, definitely like take a look at it and try to see like some swatches of it, because in person it does look really, really pretty. But also I feel like cosmetic stores, their lighting, it just makes like everything look so gorgeous. But yeah, let me know what you thought about this look. I definitely love it. Let me know what you thought about my ghetto veil. Make sure you subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time.